Hey everybody, it's Patch Savage back for more Front Mission 3 nonsense. We are doing, the count on the bottom is wrong. We are doing Emma Mission 13A. I should fix that. And we're just here, we're going to do a little quick smash and grab type rescue from a prison. Fortunately, this mission's a lot more straightforward than the last mission was. Only thing we're going to have to watch out for is some searchlights. And we haven't really changed much either. We've gotten our first round of upgrades, and that's going to be worth talking about. So, you can see nobody's got new names. That's because nobody's bought any coffee. That's fine. You're really not required to buy coffee. So let's talk about these upgrades. First, we have this defense upgrade. It gives you 5% damage modifier for one damage type. We're going to take piercing on this level just because that's usually my default, and I'm not sure how much we'll care otherwise. Then we have accuracy upgrades. Should be immediately obvious what they do. Also an evade upgrade that helps us dodge. And you can see this is actually affecting my maximum AP, but that's okay. We don't have to worry about that too much for most of these guys. So we also changed a little bit. We got new shields, got new weapons, finally. We've got the next tier weapons. Nobody's changed the weapon types, though. And Emma, Emma being the darling that she is, she's using lying arms now instead of the Enyo arms she was wielding before. That's a true story. Accuracy does change when you're in the searchlight, so don't get in the searchlight. You can see that Kazuki has these dark blue squares. Those are for boost. You can't really see the full effect of boost here because it's too tight, but it really is nice to be able to move that way. That's another upgrade that he got. He got a boost upgrade. See, at least this guy had the good sense to use an anti-tank rifle. He's holding it all wrong, but at least he had the good sense to use an anti-tank rifle. Oops. Emma can also boost. Sweet! Wonder what I got that from. I'm not going to bother setting it because she's still equipped with whatever triggered it, and there's no point, like, it's kind of a waste, where it can randomly proc. It's a waste to put it in your computer and take out, another move that can't trigger randomly. Boost is great. I'm going to miss. Nobody in this game uses the rifles properly, man. It's just the way it seems to go. Initiative's cool beans, but I'd prefer not to take the damage. Which is why it's cool that it triggered with Stun Punch, because now I won't take the damage. Those enemy pilots are going to be a huge pain, by the way. Or they're not pilots, I guess they're infantry, but you know what I mean, the humans. baffling part is that 17 is actually better damage. Got a preferred rate of fire up 2. Thank you! How badass is this guy that he was taking hits from a machine gun that big and only taking like 1 or 2 damage a hit? Remember, the rules say I can't actually make this shot. Or maybe I can. So this is our first matchup against tanks. Tanks have a gun. The gun's actually interesting because it has a minimum range, so you can get too close to a tank for them to shoot you with their cannon. It does piercing type damage, so that's that type P, the blue damage, and it, other than that, it's fairly straightforward, really. Double assault would have been nice. Just gonna end our turn there. Emma can't actually attack. That's okay, we have 8 rounds to get through this, and I'm... PCP, right? I see you too have seen that Chevelle skit. See what I mean? Guy's just a tank. But I mean, in mechanical terms, he's built really well too, right? Like, that guy got blown the hell up by my, my machine gun fire. And the worst that happened to him was that he just kind of fell over and gently died. It took me forever to figure out that the cater on the tank HP bars is for caterpillar tracks. I thought it was saying cater. And I'm like, why do we care about the hit points of this guy's caterer? Like... They're jokes. The first level after a weapon upgrade, so sweet! Everything feels like butter. You can't boost if you have to jump. I think I forgot to buy boost for Ryoga. That's okay. This is actually the last mission we're gonna do on this save file, anyway. We're gonna go back and do the other branch after this, and that branch is the cannon branch, for lack of a better term. So if you're wondering what all this this Wii talk is, YouTube, you know, down in the link below, there's a link back to this Twitch page where I do this stream live, including like all the little interludes between levels and banter with chat. Love to banter with chat. This is a nice chill game, right? So I can just keep the chat window open and make sure everybody's having a good time. Everybody's all dispersed. I'm actually making the gigantic assumption that we're getting platinum here. Should take nothing for granted, including platinum rating. This missile launcher that Emma's using, the Wagtail, is probably the most iconic one I can think of because it's just a box. It literally looks like somebody took a SAM launcher from like a Navy frigate or something and just bolted it to her shoulder. Same with these shields that everyone's using. They're probably my favorite looking shield in the game. If you're wondering why these tanks aren't countering too, it's because they are... I'm too close to them. They're a little bit like missiles. They have a minimum range. You have to be at least so far away from them to use. Oh, there's two! Oops. Oops. There's Kazuki over here with no fucking support. Kind of a waste of a missile, but nobody else is going to get into range. No, the tanks, for whatever crazy reason, don't have machine guns. Maybe they're too low caliber to bother using. I think the game developers just sort of... They either derped on it or they decided it would be too complicated from like an AI management standpoint. I've never seen that before. This shouldn't kill him. Told you. There's no sense in killing him if he surrendered anyway. That way there I can balance out my experience a little. Keeping the experience balanced also helps to keep the experience low. Platinum! I'll take it! Thanks again for watching, YouTube. I will see you guys next time. Everybody else in the chat, we're going to carry on in the chat for a while.